like I love you. Oh,
Oh my god, welcome back, Yezin. Anyways, thank you guys. I'm finally back. You know,
لا سلامتك هلا
Allah
والله.
يسلمك, Allah يسلمك حبيبي, Allah يسلمك.
I'm
So we
Hassan,
found
baby.
Allah يسلمك حبي. Anyways, today we're gonna get straight into it.
Alhamdulillah,
Today
Hassan.
we have
لا سلامتك.
كله خرا.
Hey yo.
So today we have Yezin Ali Faiz Mahmoud Wadi Ismail Al Wadian, also known
And
as
that's it for
myself.
today's podcast. It's been half an hour. Thank you for watching. Your name is too long, bro.
Alright, I was gonna introduce you. Now I'm gonna go straight to Abdalla. Abdalla, aka known as Wallah Abdalla Fahala.
هلا
Hela.
هلا
Hela.
هلا
Wallah. And then we got this Jahash, aka Gabriel Antar. Wahsh.
Abu Handa.
Abu Handa. And I was gonna say Ramadan يجمعنا, but it wasn't gonna click well.
Next year.
Next year. But today we're gonna be talking about the life behind social media, and Gabe kind of came up with this topic, so I kind of want to see what brought this up.
Thank you, Gabe. Thank you, Gabe.
Thank you. Okay, that was a whack round of applause, whatever. So, what I was trying to say when it comes to life behind social media is that people actually post the good part about their lives. Like, for example, when you post a picture on Instagram, just show me how many pictures you actually took to come up with the fact that you want this picture just to show it off to others. Okay, that's not the only thing. Were you trying to find the round of applause in the features, but you couldn't?
Yeah.
I realized. And another thing when it comes to that, let's say when we go on vacations and we post about it, the people don't understand what we go through before that, about working extra hours, trying to figure out time to go on vacation and saving up the money and things like that. So
Yeah.
the way we
Most
portray
definitely.
ourselves, not just as influencers, as any person who posts on social media, it's crazy compared to the reality. You don't post when you're sad or when you're broke or when you're going through
Yeah.
something. You only post the good part.
I agree. Like, personally for me, so you guys know, I usually do these photo shoots every couple of months. It's just a hobby of mine. Like, yes, I love to model just for as a hobby. I don't actually I did some modeling for a couple of brands, but that was that. But I have art that I want to show. And basically, my last photo shoot, one that I did, I was aiming on a deep, meaningful photo shoot. And every single picture that I'm posting or I'm still gonna post, the caption is meaningful. The last picture that I posted, there was a spotlight and there was a shadow next to me. It wasn't actually my shadow, and it was natural lighting, everything like that. And it so happened to my shadow come out of me on that side, right? And the idea was that every single person on Instagram, they're not living that life. Every single one of us, we love to be in the spotlight because we just want to run away from our problems. Because once that shadow is out, the shadow resembles reality. It resembles reality, like every single person's reality. And we just want to be in the spotlight and just forget our real lives, our real problems, our real issues, right? So, yeah, apparently a lot of people were touched by it and they were surprised by the caption to the point where people were DMing me. They're like, "Are you okay? Is something happening in your life? Are you good?" Right? Because people they're used to just fake posts, fake lives, fake lavish lifestyles, fake everything. They don't want to see reality, right? And that's what I was surprised by. So that's why I targeted that photo shoot specifically to be as deep and meaningful as it was.
Abdullah, so the caption that you had on this photo has to do something with escaping.
Before you finish
pull that
that,
out.
while he's pulling that out, I would just like to say, boy, do I love this NassCafe. Kaskon Shabab.
صح, but
دايما
I
guess
love your
you.
I love your cup, your mug, whatever you want to call it.
Thank you, Habib.
Yeah,
Which
mashallah,
one?
it's dope.
Okay,
Which one?
people say مقدمة. You, I've seen his mug before. People say مقدمة, مو thank you حبيبي.
Okay.
على أساس أهل النشامة and giving and all this and that. So Abdullah said escaping your reality won't fix your problems. But with that picture right here, يقبرني الله الجمال.
حبيبي,
ما
thank
شاء
you.
الله ما شاء الله.
حبايبي.
You know what would have been a good caption along with that?
Don't tell me some like the weekend lyrics.
Nah.
What?
Even your shadow leaves you in the darkness.
Oh, that's good.
Dang.
Ooh. Yo, look at Gabe pulling up some Google quotes. You know what I'm saying?
Allah,
Like
I
you
don't
should
know
do
if it's
some
يسعد
Google
لي
Google.
quotes,
حكيه.
but yeah. خلص شو قاعدين نلطش بعض نحن.
Bro,
but
all I gotta
but like
say,
but like wallah, it's crazy. It is crazy if you want to think about it. Like no one is posting their real life, bro. And like no one is showing what they're going through. It's all fake, and that's what's crazy to me. And
the
all
thing is, bro,
influencers, they don't post their lives.
the
You know what I
thing
mean?
is, yeah, Abdullah, the thing is, a lot of us influencers or people that post, not just influencers, just people in general, some people seek social media for sympathy. But
Yeah.
most of us are not like that. I don't like people feeling bad for me. People, if they were to know my background like you guys would, a lot of people would feel bad for me. A lot of people would feel bad for you, Abdullah. A lot of people would feel bad for you, Gabe. And we don't seek that. We don't seek attention. We went through it, and that's all in the past. And Isar, why do we want to bring it up again? You know, I don't want to bring it up in my videos so someone can bring it up and use it against me. Okay, yes, my scars are still um, still, what is it called?
Fresh.
Um, it's still
But
fresh.
trauma, you still have trauma.
We all still have trauma from something, and I'm not just talking
Yeah.
about us three. Everyone has trauma.
Even the person that's
It
watching
may
us.
be it may be a trauma that people would love to have rather than what they went through, but it's still trauma for them. And seeking sympathy, we want to post the good things about life, you know,
Yeah.
because في مرات, yeah, we get mad, we get sad, we get overwhelmed of things, but the thing of it is we don't want people to know our whole entire life. We don't want that, because people in this world, they use they defend themselves in many different other ways, but people use violence because that's the only way they know how to defend themselves. So if that means beating them up, that means using their trauma against them, or just talking bad about them, or talking bad about their family. So we don't want that. You know, if we posted everything, like Abdullah, you use your mom in your videos, but you never show her face. Why?
Because it's private. It's my personal life. She's my mom. I don't want to
Exactly.
show it to anyone. Yeah.
So we're not really being fake. Gabe, you've never showed your family. Why?
Also privacy.
I don't show my family in my videos. People only know me for me. You know? Why? Because those things are some things that are very cherished to us. We cherish those things.
Yeah,
We don't
Yeah.
want anything bad to happen to them. Because we've seen the dark side of the internet. We have. We've all seen the dark
Yeah.
side. And yes, that means because we're influencers, but at the same time,
By the way, I don't consider myself
We-
as an influencer. I think I'm a creator.
a creator,
If
influencer.
I'm an influencer,
creator.
I wouldn't be doing this on camera.
Yeah. And you know, we don't you know, one time I used a video of me vaping, and the whole entire haram police dropped on my head because of it. And you know, but they don't know the reason why I use it, and I don't want to tell them the reason,
Bro,
because
the backfire you get from haram police. Imagine
It's
how
insane.
would it feel when I get haram police on my end. My Muslim
I get
brother,
it.
I'm like, bro,
like, no, it's very understandable. It's very understandable. تضايق. Some people it gets to a point where it's enough is enough.
I
And
Well,
think one
yeah.
time I posted a video and I had a drink next to me. Haram police bashed me out, and I'm like, I didn't do anything
ضليتك
wrong from
ساكت.
my
Yeah,
end.
ضليتك
I'm like,
ساكت. ما فيش شيء تحكيه. You don't want to really.
I mean,
People will know you for you.
the thing is that haram police, they don't know anything about you. They're just there to bash you out. That's what I'm trying to get into.
And I would just like to bring this up. Look at Kimo Kazi. دمر حياته من ورا social media. He literally ruined his life. He ruined his privacy. Everyone knows how his house looks like. Everyone knows his family. And yes, they're being treated as celebrities, but they're also being bashed. It's fake love. Because they'll like one video and then they'll hate it on another and they will comment something that will stick in your mind. So this posting stuff, why showing our real life? Why don't we show our real life? Because we don't want them to. Kimo Kazi probably went through a lot of things. He probably did.
But
We can never judge a book by its cover. We cannot. But his mistake, I'm saying this because I would never. Because I've seen those side of people. Yes, he wanted the fame. Yes, he wanted the attention. And he got it. But at what cost? He literally just ruined his reputation. And the reason why I don't really mess with it, all of this, is that he got social media into his mind. And the way how he... Remember when he groomed his sister, his own sister?
Yeah, I saw that. I was so
And I was
surprised.
like,
I was like,
whoa.
no,
I
no,
was like,
no,
this is
no.
not content. This is not content. This is...
Yeah, no.
You got attention. You
Well,
Mabruk,
yeah,
you
he
got
got
attention.
attention from.
He got attention, Mabruk.
people look
But
at
at
it
what
as bad
cost?
publicity is good publicity.
But
That's that's
that's the thing.
But
That's the thing.
you're
Like
literally
he,
putting your whole dignity and background
yeah, but
away.
like you see what he did, right? Kimokazi, everything that he posts, obviously, okay. Like let's just be straight up here. It's fake, right? A lot of these like YouTubers, whatever, all of their content, it's all skits, it's all planned, it's all fake. You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying like a lot of people they just post to escape reality. That is true. I used to be like that. I used to post whatever on my Instagram. I used to post like I used to do photo shoots, and people used to think I'm living the best lifestyle. Maybe I don't know, right? But I used to be that too. But now the current me, I don't want to show that. That's why like for TikTok, my videos are raw. I don't edit, bro. The only thing that I put are the translation subtitles. That's it. I like it to be raw because that's how I shot the video. I recorded the video. That's how I'm gonna post it. On Instagram with my photo shoots now currently, I want to talk about reality, right? I want to talk like how what we go through, right? How like we need to be more real on these platforms because the fake of it is just it's tearing people apart like mentally because a lot of people they see he's driving this car, girls seeing other girls, she has the perfect hair, she her face is so clear, she has money, she's dating that guy, they're living in that house, they're living in that state, in that town, and whatever, they have money, right? It's messing with people's mentality too, and that's wrong. That's why I changed. I used to be like that. I used to post whatever, like maybe fake, or people used to see as something nice to look at, maybe, or I don't know. But now I just want to post and talk about what's real, right? What's really real, because I don't have an easy life. I'm saying, yeah, I don't have an easy life at all.
Yezin, before you go, I
So,
have to
yeah,
say
you could go
something.
on.
I'm sorry. I have to say
Go
something.
ahead. Go ahead.
I love that Abdalla's talking nonstop. If I knew this topic would have made you talk that much, I would have used it long time ago. I'm just sitting down here. I'm just sitting out here laughing like, wow.
Bro,
I'm really, bro.
it's like what you said. Like you don't like posting anything fake in the skits and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
My skits are like, I know you weren't talking about me, but like skits, yeah, it's planned because you got to think about the
With your
idea, and
skits,
it's only me, myself, and I.
with your
And
Yeah,
skits,
but that's
you're
different.
portraying a play. you're not really faking something. It's basically like a mini movie. It's a skit.
Yeah.
But the skits that
Yeah.
he's talking about is basically when
What Kemokazi does, and he tells his parents,
let's
say
say
this.
I want to beef
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
not real.
I want to have a online beef with you just because we want to, and we already plan how we're gonna beef with each other, but it's fake. It's just to fool the followers into something. Me and Abdalla sat down the other day, and I'm like, bro, if we post controversial shit, we will be up there, but we're not gonna sell our dignity for that.
Bro,
Yeah.
like here's the thing, like أنا يعني بصراحة أنا بفكره الكيموكازي شايفه واحد ديوث على فكرة يعني I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I mean, the podcast is not about Kimokazi, but he's a good example.
He's a very good example, and he's not the only one. And I'm not gonna name the others because this is what Kimokazi did to himself. Now he has critics. Yes, he's a celebrity now, and that's good for him. His father had built up on morals and dignity and pride. Just for his son to be like, I want to be famous one day, let me ruin all that.
But what's
okay,
driving me crazy that his dad actually contributes in the videos, and he's also
he can't say no. He can't say no. You know, he made one video, Gabe, where he started talking in Arabic, and his mom was surprised, happy. No, while he was كان على التليفون وهو قاعد بيحكي مع صاحبه وقاعد بيحكي معاه بالعربي. يم امه بتطلع عليه متفاجئه متصد whatever ماشي وبتيجي بتحكي معاه واو من امتى ترى. It's it's like it just shows how whitewashed Arabs have to do things in a way to ruin their own pride, like his, like me, it's a little bit difficult because we were all raised back home. So we kind of see how it is, and trying to ruin things for your family's name when your family is known to being great. Like his dad is a great person. I see him as a great man. Even though he contributes in his videos, I still see him as a great man. يعني ما شاء الله عنهم طلع ما شاء الله عنه اجى من سوريا, and look at the house he has. ما شاء الله قصر
ما شاء الله ما شاء الله
ما شاء الله تبارك الله. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just like your dad did things different.
Yeah, but for someone to entertain this type of content, I mean, it says something about not just like the son, it says something about the whole entire family. I mean, if that's what they think the content should be, then that's what they think. They got their own audience, so you don't have to do the same thing as them. But the other day, I've seen a TikTok. I'm sorry, I just keep interrupting. But the other day,
no, it's fine.
The other day, I've seen a TikTok of Kimokazi's dad trying to set up his daughter with the waitress, and I'm like,
yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it went viral.
And I'm like,
that's what I'm talking about. It's not good. None of this is good. None of this. Because when you think about it, bro, now look, you put so much attention, so much pressure on your family. الناس ضاغطين عليكم وانت لساتك مش فاهم وبتسأل حالك طب كيف صار هيك؟ كيف؟
But
you know how.
At the same time, when we see some other creator doing the same content as Kimokazi, we don't say much. But just because we know that Kimo is Arab and Syrian, and with his background, we get pissed. But
yeah, but like guys, at the end of the day, right? This whole entire content thing, whatever people post on Instagram or TikTok or any social platform, it's acceptance, right? That's what they want to do. See, this is why when we started this podcast, like in the beginning, I said that I used to be like that, right? I used to plan things. My pictures were like, they used to show people that I have the perfect lifestyle. I don't want that for myself because I want to show people what reality is. I want to talk about what reality is. I don't want to post fake things. I used to be like that, not anymore. This is what I want. This is what I accepted myself to do. You know what I mean? They want to Like, if, for example, we're talking about Kimikaze, right? He wants that type of content. His family wants that type of content. They go do it. That's what they want to do, right? But that's not what we want to do. Every single person wants to do something. You know what I mean? And
But
at the end of
as
the
an
day,
influencer,
yeah,
I'm sorry I had to cut you off,
no, it's fine.
but as an influencer, okay, as an Arab influencer, and him being Muslim as well, it doesn't like these things intertwine with each other, with our culture, with our culture.
Of course.
When people look at them, okay, when people look at them, and this is what makes me really mad is that people think we're just like him because he's an influencer and he's Arab. They say, "Oh, this guy does it," then probably the rest of the Arabs do. That hurts us. That hurts us as Arabs
Yeah, but
because we're not built like that.
Yazan,
We're not built on that.
it's about the community deciding that, oh, if there is one bad example, that everyone is like that, and that's with any culture, with any background. It's not because Kimo
طيب
does
ماشي
that,
بس هذا
it
براحتهم.
affects us.
هذا براحتهم. أنا بدي
Yeah,
أقول لك شيء، هذا براحتهم.
بس كمان Kimo
بس
posting
إحنا
whatever he wants، هذا براحته كمان.
طيب ماشي أنا فاهم عليك، بس كمان when you say when your Arab mom, don't use Arab in it.
But
Don't
it's
use
his
Arab.
Arab mom.
Use
It's
mom.
his Arab mom.
Okay, but he is intertwining that with our culture, and that gives us a bad name. That gives us a bad. People will start thinking we're like that. يعني أنا بصراحة I don't أنا مش أهبل. أنا مش أهبل. Or most of the people when they look at his videos that don't know much about the Arab culture, you know, we show them one way and they're like, "Wait, I thought you guys did this." No, it's
No,
not.
that's why.
It's
That's why
bro,
people ask, though. That's why people ask.
and it's good that they ask. It's good that they
Yeah,
ask.
but we
But
cannot put the blame on him for ruining the reputation of a whole entire
I'm not
background.
putting I'm just saying like that type of stuff is just I'm not talking him primarily. I can talk about anyone else. I can say this and this and that. I'm not gonna critique. And that's what I mean when Abdullah says we're posting our lavish life and stuff like that. But they don't know the reality of it. You know, sometimes when
Let's talk about.
will comment under my people will comment under my stuff, Gabe. They're like, "Why do you keep on bashing Arabs? Why do you keep on bashing Arabs?" Like when I would make my skits, they will ask me, Why is everything that you're talking about bad about Arabs?" And I sat down, and I was like, "Okay, I think I'm doing something wrong." So I went through my videos, and I realized, and me as an influencer or as a creator, I should be able to own up to my own mistakes, especially when I'm putting it out for the world to see. I understood that. But Kimo Kazi does not understand that. He does not understand that, and there's other creators that do not understand that. Because all he's doing is having his mom cuss him out. It's really all he's doing. And my mom's not like that. Your mom's not like that. Abdullah's mom's not
Yeah,
like
but
that. They don't know the
everyone
real.
resembles themselves, yes, Zun. But back to showing off the lavish life. We can talk about how
I was
when we're hanging out, when we go on vacation, about how many hours we do prior to that at work, and how hard it is for us to actually manage couple days that we can call
Yeah.
out from college, school. College work, things that you gotta do with the family responsibilities, just to manage to actually see each other for like a weekend or like a week.
Yeah, people don't see it. They
We
don't
don't show
see
it to the
how
people.
stressful it is. They don't see how stressful it is. Like, for instance, like, let's forget about when we all travel together, right? Let's just talk about when individually, right, we travel. For instance, I went to Jordan, okay? Yezin was there at the same time, right? I went for a month. Do you know how stressed out I was? Do you guys have any idea how, like, empty I felt? You know why? Because I got so used to the work stress that's here. When I was there, there was no, like, all right, I have like a couple, some
Yeah,
things to do there, right? Business there. But I don't have the stress that's here. I felt different. I felt
like
empty. You know what
haram,
I'm
bro.
saying?
You're
I went through a lot of stress. I
yeah,
went
yeah.
through a lot of stress to plan this entire month. You're talking about payments for different expenses and bills. You're talking about talking to family members, talking about people that are working the company, what to do, when to do, right? You got to make sure, open up the phone, check the cameras, check everything is good, right? It's a lot of stress. And I was like, I did all this to go for a month. And alhamdulillah, I went and I saw my friends and family, right? But with traveling individually, regardless, or traveling with the boys, like for instance, with the boys, we have to plan every single dollar how we're spending it. Airbnb, food, transportation, activities, the amount of days that
Because
we could
if you guys
actually
don't know,
travel, and
we're not
not every
millionaires. We're not
yeah,
millionaires.
not every single person in the group, not every single one of the boys could travel. Like for instance, if four of us can go a week and one can go for an entire week, we can't go for a week and let that one person in our group go back home early. We cut the vacation short because we love our
Yeah.
boys. We're a family, right? But it's a lot of stress that's involved in it. It's like people see we're having fun, we're living lavishly. We're not. We're having fun because of the company. That's what makes it great. It doesn't make it great that we're like living lavishly, like how you people see when we post on social media, because that's not the case. There's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes. The reason why it's called behind the scenes.
Let's use Texas for an example. So first, me and Abdalla, we went to Yezin to see him in Kansas to see his family, you know. But this so we got there like around like 1 a.m. and around like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
I had to take midterm that I was doing virtual, and we didn't sleep the whole entire night. And we didn't sleep after that. They slept in the car while I was driving to Dallas. Then we went to Houston. And when it came to going to Houston, we went to NassCafe Zaytoun, right? Shabab, which ticket did we get?
Yeah, all the way in the back.
We got the one that's $75, which is the cheapest, just because the boys wanted to come with me, because I really want to see NassCafe Zaytoun. I'm a big fan, if y'all didn't notice.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to see me happy, so they tagged along. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, we're not doing a front row, because I don't want y'all to spend money like that, just for my own happiness. But we had a lot of fun being all the way in the back. In fact, we had more space than the people in the front.
Yeah.
And the Bearman,
Gabe was singing his lungs
bro,
out.
my veins were popping.
They were popping from
But
his neck.
it's like I posted my veins popping, right? But I didn't post the no sleep or staying up till like 9 a.m. while we're driving and traveling, taking a midterm.
Not just that, bro, not just that, right? So that's like a great example of behind the scenes and
Oh,
what
yeah.
people saw. People saw Gabe singing his heart out, right? But they didn't see what we went through at that concert. They didn't see anything. The struggle that we're going through, guys, with the security, with finding like a good location to stand for the stage view, like all of that. Y'all don't see that, and that's my point. My point is reality over
But that's
just
what
portraying a
what
different
you've been
image.
trying to do, and that's what I've been trying to do recently. I don't know about Yazan, but we're trying to show
Yeah.
like the reality. Like I've been posting on my stories
Yeah.
that I have my helmet on, my working vest, and I put the location as like, oh, I'm in Clearwater, Miami, or like I'm in Paris or something, as a joke. And people start reaching out. They're like, bro, we can tell that you're working. You know that, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm just joking around, just telling you that I'm working, but I'm not vacationing whatsoever.
The thing is, I respect you guys for that. And sometimes I would post on my story of me working. But the reality of it is because, first of all, when people figured out that I worked at Toyota in my local area, they went ahead and started calling me, and people started threatening me and stuff like that. And that's and that's just because, you know how they figured out? It was just because of
Yeah.
me wearing my shirt, and they zoomed into my shirt
Yeah.
and بلوزتي تعرف بس تتصور شو اسمه الصورة بتطلع شو اسمه
Inverted.
معكس.
Yeah.
ف
Inverted.
they zoomed in, and then they saw where I worked at, and then they started calling me and they started threatening me وهددوا فيه هيك أمك هيك أبوك هيك والله لا أدمر حياتك وهيك. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like, bro,
Yazun,
Like,
Yeah, so
what
I'm not
is
talking
this?
about exposing
It's
where you work. It's about the fact that you're working, or like you're going through a little something.
no, that's what I mean. But that's the things that worries me. That's the things that worries me because the internet is a scary ass place. It's very
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
very
a
dark.
dark hole. It'll drag you. It's like gravity, bro. Like for me, like I'm telling you guys, I personally believe, right? See, if I could sit down with Instagram or the CEO or whatever, just like let's just say that, right? Bro, if Instagram people were posting their real lives and their hardships that they're going through, it would be a better community, it would be a better app. Because if you realize whenever we post and like I don't know if you guys get in your DMs, people like trying to open up and talk about their real life, their reality, and they're just like thanking you for your videos to make them laugh, right? If people post their real lives and they talk to each other and they talk to like each other's way out of what they're going through and they're helping each other, it would be a tighter community. That app
Abdullah,
would
that's
thrive.
something that drives me
You know what
crazy.
I mean?
And y'all know how many times I tried to stop posting and stop being a creator because of how draining it is. But those comments keep me going. Those
Yeah,
DMs keep me going. Like I got some people reaching out, they're like,
exactly.
"Bro, your video today put a smile on my face," or like, "Me and my family love watching you," or "Today I was going through something, so I just
Yeah,
went to your page to watch some stuff." And
yeah,
after I respond to them, because like they are the reason why I am who I am right now on social media, and they're like, "Oh, you respond," or like, "Oh, you're actually showing love back." Like that's crazy. Now I have some people who are
yeah.
followers who we text on a regular basis. They tell me,
On
I
the
tell
daily,
them hi.
right?
We help each other. It's
Exactly,
like,
exactly,
and it took them a time. It took them a
exactly.
time.
That's what I.
It took them
Yeah,
some time to process the fact that, oh, he's a creator, but he's just talking to me like that. And I'm like, a creator don't mean that you're any more than anyone who's
Yeah.
watching you.
see, that's the difference. That's the difference when you talk about creators and influencers, right? Because they think they're creators and influencers. When someone like that's normal, well, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with being normal. I want to be normal, but I can't because life. But anyways, right? When when right when like they portray themselves right as creators and influencers, they're like, oh, I can't respond to these people and to their hardships because if I respond, I give them the benefit that like I'm a person with clout and I'm talking to them. No, like I talk to people like I'm sitting down with my boys and they're like, why do you respond to every single person? Because they're the people who made me.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it all. Without the people, there is no you, my man.
Like
Hmm.
Right? That's the
Abdallah,
thing. They don't
Abdallah, you
realize
know,
it.
we have some people who post us on Snapchat, Instagram, and like, oh, my favorite group and things like that.
Yeah,
How could I not respond to
yeah,
them or
yeah.
like the bare minimum follow them back or something like that? Like,
Bro,
who am
mad
I?
love, bro. Like I love responding to them people. Hayat Allah.
Yeah.
Like the amount of people that I respond to and I talk to them and they tell
Yeah,
me about their lives and I'm like,
yeah,
talk to me. It's fine. Talk to me. Let it out. Let me help you. Right? And they're so like, bro, they're so surprised I actually wanna listen
and
and
help.
hear them
Yeah,
out because no one is listening and hearing and helping them out. Because just like how they're going through hardships, I'm like personally right now, I'm going through
yeah,
a lot, right? I don't choose to talk about it because honestly, no one wants to hear about anyone's life, but I want to make it as a reality on the platform that I'm going through hardships. That it's okay for someone like us posting videos and content to go through something. It's
yeah.
fine. It's normal. But people don't want to show that because they think if they show their real life, they'll show how weak they are. Basically, that's what it is.
I wouldn't say how weak it is, or how weak we are to show the people, but
Letting your
me
guard down.
personally, yeah, like you guys know my background. I know
Yeah.
your guys' background. You know, one time I took a picture with me in my car, and someone told me, "Oh, daddy's money,"
Yeah. It's like,
and I
what do
laughed
you
at
know
it.
about
I
me?
laughed at it. I laughed at it. I was like, "Yep, it's daddy's money. I can give you the credit card number if you would like." And then he was like, "Oh, stop acting like you worked for it and stuff like that. You know, you're always at home, always sitting and blah 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 blah." and you're making TikToks and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, bro, it's TikTok money. You should try it sometimes. You know, it's just like, you know, like I don't mind it. I don't mind it because people don't know who I am. People don't know who we are, and I don't want to show them because truly, if I feel it's not because I don't want them to feel bad for me. I don't want them to feel bad for me. I just don't want them to think that they're higher than me. They're higher than me. You know, when people hear about very shitty beginnings, they'll be like, "Oh, some people take it as an inspiring story." They really do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
But there's those people that we all know that when they look at it, they're just like, all right, you don't even know what I went through. They start comparing. It's like a competition.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's not a competition.
It's not.
It's not a
Everyone got
competition.
their
I'm
own
just
telling you
stories.
what I
The thing
went
is, when you're going up the
Exactly.
mountain, no one's gonna see how you're climbing. Everyone's gonna see you up there, and they're like, "Oh,
Exactly.
good job."
No. Yeah. No.
That's why
No
I
one
would
is
rather
gonna
show
see,
my
like,
journey
listen,
getting to
more-
where I'm getting to
Yeah.
than just hiding behind my screen.
Habibi, the moral of the story here, right, is never see yourself better than others. If you're
Never.
an influencer or creator up there, right, and you have all the success, congrats to you. But always remember how and when and where you started, and remember how you got there. And always show love to the people
Stay
that
humble,
are showing
baby,
you
stay
love.
humble.
And just be real, stay
No.
humble, be at the same level.
Be at the same level, but also know your worth. Do not take people's shit because they think that they know you. Don't. Because I've had that. We've all had that before. We've always had that. I don't even want to post on TikTok no more. And I told you guys that. It's been more than a month since I've posted because I don't want to. People are telling me, "Oh, we miss your videos. Where are your videos at?" And blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bro, I'm not going to keep on screaming and do all this shit to make you happy because it's destroying me and it's destroying the person that I
Be
am.
selfish with yourself.
Truly, guys, answer correctly. Truly, say the truth. When you guys met me for the first time, did I act like how I was while I was
different.
I'm not that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not that. People don't know me for who I am.
See, I answered you before you asked the question. I already know.
You know, like it's just like these guys aren't the people that, you know, people don't even know this, but me and Abdalla and Gabe, we talk about business more than anything. We don't talk about social media or what this person
Money talks,
did.
baby. Money talks.
We all work. We all think about our future, you know, stuff like that. I was talking to Abdullah and his brother while بس كنا بالأردن. We were talking about, okay, how can I afford this? How can I afford that? And I was talking to them about expenses. I wasn't talking about, so how did you guys meet off of TikTok, blah, blah, blah. We weren't talking about that. We don't need to talk about that. They want to get to know me for me, not for me behind the camera or in front of the camera. Gabe didn't want to get to know me because what I did in front of the camera. And when they knew my life story and when I got to know theirs, we respected each other. And that's why we're so close, because not a lot of people went through what we went through.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
always keep it real,
Keep
guys.
it real, be authentic, and
Always
stay humble.
keep it
And never
real.
put your guards down, though. Always be on the
Exactly.
lookout.
Exactly.
thank you guys for coming back for another episode. It's good to be back.
Hello,
From me to Gabe
Hello,
to Abdullah. Hello.
Waste, man.
Allah.
Not from these sense. Next morning, I'm Carter's best. Leviosa, got past that test. Matt C's a routine. Canada man, 2-2's the routine. Got Tesla, drive FSD, got great vision, trust, there's a stream. Might need an addendum. Man get shot when he mix with a man. Boy, go check to the girls.